What's up, conscious creators? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a breathing technique to raise energy so you can feel more alert, centered, and mindful. And for anyone who's on NoFap or any other retention practice, this can also be incredible for you too. Especially when you get those times where it feels like there's energy stuck around like the groin and the belly area and things are getting a little uncomfortable. This technique often has the effect of making it feel like sexual energy is spread throughout the body and able to be used for manifestation rather than being stuck in one place, leading to frustration. Now, just a couple of things to mention first. The first is that breathing techniques like this are generally regarded to be safe and practiced by thousands of people without any ill effects. But just to be covered, I should say that if you have any reason to believe your health could be put at any risk by doing breathing exercises, then consult a health professional or do not proceed at all. The second thing is that breathing exercises can sometimes make you feel faint or lightheaded, and so never ever practice breathing exercises whilst driving, operating machinery, or in water of any kind. Make sure you're in a safe place, sitting where you're not likely to fall and hurt yourself, or even preferably lying down. Stay safe and proceed entirely at your own risk. So with that being said, onto the technique. Now, people that have practiced other types of breathing techniques, pranayama, Kundalini yoga, or the Wim Hof method may recognize parts of what I'm about to show you. Or, you may have been exposed to a similar technique. This is the one that works best for me to serve this idea of raising energy from the lower half of the body and spreading it around the body to feel more alert, comfortable, energized, but also relaxed and more balanced. And when you master the technique and really get it down, it can make you feel really, really good. Now, there's a couple of things you need to master the basics of before tying them together into the full technique. The first thing is to be able to actually breathe into your belly. Now, this might seem a bit obvious, but many of us today are chronically stressed and tense and breathing from our chest, which limits the amount of oxygen that we can get into our system. When I first started breathing techniques, my chest and belly area was a lot tighter than it is now, and it took a while for the area to really loosen up so I can take big gulps of air and feel the best effect. So, this is the way to check where you're breathing from. Put one hand on your belly and the other on your chest, and take a deep breath. And if your chest is rising before your belly, you've got to try and breathe deeply again, but have your belly rising before your chest. So when you take an in-breath, you want your belly rising and then your chest. Now for the in-breath. It's easiest to breathe through your mouth, or even to breathe through your mouth and nose at the same time. Now, this can be a little bit tricky for some people at first, but essentially you're just pulling air in like this. So, because you've got your nose and your mouth involved in the process, you've got maximum area to pull air through and take the deepest breaths. But of course, just go gentle at first. So once you've mastered that breath, you need to be able to contract your pelvic floor muscles, otherwise known as your pubococcygeal muscles, or PC muscles for short. Anyone who's practiced Kegel exercises will know what I'm on about. Imagine you're in the middle of taking a pee down an alleyway that you thought was quiet, but suddenly you see someone coming around the corner and you need to immediately stop the flow, pull your trousers up before they see your urinating private parts. You naughty person. Those muscles you contracted to stop the flow, they're your PC muscles. You want to be able to contract them and hold them for a few seconds before releasing. If you can't already do that, it's wise to practice Kegel exercises daily to strengthen your pelvic floor to promote good bladder control and sexual function. So practice contracting them and holding for a few seconds before moving on. Now, onto the full technique. So you're able to take a nice deep breath in through the mouth or through the mouth and the nose at the same time and have your belly rising, this kind of breath. And you're able to hold when you reach the top. So it's like taking a big gulp of breath and then holding. Now, what you want to be able to do is when you hold, you contract the PC muscles, then you contract your belly muscles, then your chest muscles. And as you're doing this, you're imagining that you're pushing the energy up. Use your imagination to visualize pushing the energy up. So contracting the pelvic floor muscles, the belly muscles, then the chest muscles, and then imagine pushing the energy all the way up to where in spirituality they would say the third eye is. So just one more time. It's like a wave motion. Now this takes a bit of time to get down because you're orchestrating a wave motion of muscle contractions through your body. But essentially, it's contract the PC muscles, then the belly, then the chest, then imagine pushing the energy all the way up to the third eye. So you do that as you hold, as you take the deep breath in and then hold. Push the energy up, hold for a second, and then release in reverse pattern on the way back down, nice and gently. Now, when you first do this, just take it nice and gentle. It's better to not try and take too deep a breath at first and really contract your muscles really hard and put too much effort into this. Just go nice and gentle and get the breath and the movement down. And once you've got it down, you can experiment with going in a bit harder, taking deeper breaths and making the contractions a bit stronger. So it's like this. And once you get that breath hold nice and you get the contraction wave down, it's a really nice effect. It can make you a bit lightheaded. And once you've mastered that, you can actually practice taking a few deep breaths in and out before the hold motion. So, like this. And then we can go for the hold, so squeezing up, energy into the third eye, and then back down. One more time. And that's starting to really make me feel like the energy is spreading around the body and promoting alertness and centeredness and really getting me into the present moment. It's a beautiful technique. Just keep practicing and you'll get this down. So I hope you've enjoyed learning this technique. Once again, it's good to use when you need to raise energy, spread it throughout the body, feel more comfortable and centered so we can manifest more of what we want and have a positive impact on the world. And that's what we're all about on this channel. So with that being said, like this video if you liked it, and of course don't forget to subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new videos helping you with conscious personal growth.